Here we are at SOAS, School of Oriental and African Studies. I studied here many years ago now. Love the place. This place is unique. You learn about Asian languages, African languages, different cultures. A place that is unique among the different institutions of learning in the UK and in fact the world. In fact, it's world renowned. Now, I was studying here that I was put in touch with some new ideas that actually unintentionally. I was studying the Department of South Asian Studies. Now, South Asia is not just a geographical term, but a very politically loaded term. It's used to demarcate an area formerly called the Indian subcontinent. So by saying South Asia, you deny the prominence of India in that area and the prominence of India within that culture, which is in fact Indian at source. There's also the way the history and politics areas were taught were the threat of Hindu fundamentalism, Hindu fascism, Hindu fanaticism is all focused around that. They seem to be constantly condemning it. And obviously, if you're taught it by internationally renowned staff, you're going to think it. You won't have any other source of information. But what I didn't count on was the library. Now, this library is immense. Now, even in the days of Google and social media, this library is a massively, incredibly unique resource. It's just worth coming just for that. You find books you wouldn't find anywhere else, and that's where I found them. First came across books by Sitaram Goel, by Ram Sarup, by Conrad Elst, which challenged my assumptions and what I was being taught. Looking into it, I found it very hard to deny what they were coming out with and trying to harmonise that with what I was being taught. And this place that presents itself as one of the most progressive institutions, most inclusive, and actually was set up to train staff, colonial staff, throughout the empire, administer the native peoples. Of course, things have moved on since then. Unfortunately, I haven't with regard to Hindus, it's just been revamped. The old colonial racist attitudes with regard to Hindus are now taught as progressive ideas, as this is one of the most progressive institutions. Here we have Tiruvalluvar, the author of the Tirukumalai, the classic text of Tamil philosophy and ethics, but how much these ethics are taught here. The way Hindu stuff is taught here and in some other institutions is in a negative manner. But this place, one, I studied here. Secondly, in terms of Asian and African history, politics and culture, it has a prominent place not just in this country, but the whole world. Scholars of international repute come here. Now, if those scholars come here and learn a particular view of Hindu Dharma, it's going to be negative. That will then be disseminated out. Anything Hindu is slammed down as being regressive, as being fanatic, fundamentalist, fascist. That is not an unbiased opinion, that is not the way things should be taught. And ironically, in this very library here behind me, we have things that take the complete opposite. That is the problem at the moment. When you have institutions of learning like this teaching people that Hindu ideas are backward, all you've done is taken that colonial idea of the heathen savage, these dark-skinned, backward, uncivilized people, and packaged it in a new form.